Hello and welcome back to WePC, and yes, it's me again, even though I didn't think I'd be doing it this week, back to give you a roundup of what's happened this week in gaming. Now, to start things off, we got an extended-ish sort of look at the Marvel Avengers game that is coming out on September the 4th. Now, we weren't given a great first impression. There was a lot of clunky character design because they've strayed away from the characters we know and love, such as Robert Downey Jr.'s amazing portrayal of Iron Man and Chris Evans as Captain America. They're not in this. They're nowhere to be found. But we were given a more in-depth look when they released extended trailers, and yep, still not great. We can't really judge it on its trailers. Its story might be amazing. It might have absolutely amazing character progression and all of these next skill sets and everything you can hope for. But it's the character designs. I mean, why? Why would you? Why? I mean, alongside these clunky character designs, it doesn't look like we'll be getting a lot of character specific gameplay, which is what was showed off the first time we went for it. We got to play as Iron Man and Hulk and Thor, and I mean, I'm all for introducing Miss Marvel. I think she could be a great character to play, but there are so many more things this game could be. I mean, I just hope they get it right when it comes out and we're all proved wrong, but until that point, we're going to still pass a little bit of judgment. Acer then granted us an amazing, juicy live stream full of great new releases that they're going to be bringing in 2020, and they showcased an absolute raft of products, from gaming laptops to pre-builds, PCs, new monitors. But there was one product that really stole the show for Acer, and I don't know why it hasn't been done before from a gaming company. Well, I say done before, done right. And Acer seemed to be doing it right with their new energy drink. Yeah, Acer are bringing out an energy drink. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Now, we spoke about the Avengers, but Marvel aren't the only big name in the world. There's still DC, and DC have probably been the better of the two when it comes to TV shows, animation, and more importantly for us, gaming. The Batman Arkham series alone is a standout product, possibly one of the greatest comic book games of all time. Then this week we were told that Rocksteady were producing a Suicide Squad game. Now, not quite sure how to take this. Obviously, it's going to be in line more than likely with James Gunn's Suicide Squad film that's completely overhauling what happened in the absolutely abomination that was the first one. I mean, they're getting rid of Will Smith and they're bringing in Idris Elba. So it's going to be interesting because DC have a great reputation when it comes to games, and Rocksteady are the real heart and soul of that. So for Rocksteady to come in and go, we're going to make a Suicide Squad game, you have to take them seriously, because you're going to see Harley Quinn, you're going to see Deadshot, who we have seen, and it's going to be interesting to see if they go with the character models that they had in Arkham, or whether they're going to take the Marvel route and go a little bit left field and bring in new character designs. But that wasn't the only news from DC, because we were also told that we were getting a new Batman game. Now, there have been rumours for years about a follow-up or a prequel or a sequel or whatever you want to call it, but there have been rumours that there are numerous DC games in the work, and the main one obviously everyone wants to know about is the Batman games, because following on from Asylum and City and Origins and all of the great games we've got, Batman has been the one consistent feature for DC games. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're calling this the Gotham Knight game, how that's going to be portrayed, obviously after everything that happened in the last game for Batman, with him revealing his identity and dying. It seems as though they're going to take this a different way. They could be introducing the Court of Owls, which would be a great tie-in to what is maybe happening in the films. But again, find out everything that we know in a link in the description below. Then we got some, I'd want to say sad news, but I just don't really care about it, and that's Mixer shutting down. Yes, it's sad to see a gaming corporation shutting down, but they are aligning themselves with Facebook Gaming, so it's not going away entirely. It's just Microsoft moving their platform to incorporate Facebook. which is a smart move because Facebook gaming is on the rise and it is really quite prominent. I mean, I see it on my newsfeed consistently. It was quite a shocking announcement. No one expected it. It was out of the blue. I mean, they just signed Ninja to a 30 million contract a year ago and he's now just running away back to Twitch, which he must be laughing all the way to the bank. But in the end, can you really be surprised? Even though it was a shocking announcement, it wasn't exactly gaining growth. I mean, every other platform, Facebook, Twitch, every other one was exponentially growing, but Mixer was just sort of leveling out. Didn't come as a surprise. So to see it partner up with Facebook, I think will be a great asset to Facebook, and it will help Microsoft as well in their gaming community. Then D&D fans across the world were treated to a 1 hour live stream of gameplay footage from Baldurs Gate 3. In that hour-long live stream, you got to see the dialogue style, which was updated. You got to see some combat with the goblins, and you got to see all of the dice rolling mechanics a fair few times. Now, we have a resident D&D fan in our office. Her name is Danielle, and she hasn't stopped talking about this game. So I don't play D&D, never touched it, but how hyped she is for this game is making me hyped for this game. So I can only imagine how D&D fans across the world are feeling. Now, the early access does draw a lot closer to its release date, and you can only say that everyone who plays D&D is hoping that this game is as good as it looks. News from us this week is that we've started a new series called Monday Mods, and the first one of those was released, can you guess when? No, not Tuesday, it was Monday. Yeah, Monday Mods, released on a Monday. Who'd have thought it? Not me. Now, each week we're going to be highlighting our favourite mods from across the gaming industry, but we're going to primarily stick to PC mods. It just gives us a lot more options than Xbox, and yes, all right, you get Fallout and Skyrim and whatever you want on Xbox and PS4, but it's just not the same. Like, I turned my Skyrim into the Lord of the Rings. It took a long time, but it was so worth it. So if you want to add new features, new gameplay, new story arcs, new customizability settings, check back each Monday and we'll give you a rundown of the best mods we've found in the industry. Now, we're going to end this week on some serious news, and throughout the past week, especially on Twitter, a lot of incredibly brave individuals came forward with their stories of abuse allegations against some figureheads in the industry. Off the back of all of these allegations, many companies worldwide have started distancing and cutting ties with people who are allegedly the abusers, and have begun to release statements on what they plan to do, whether that be investigate them, which rightly so they should, or simply cut ties and distance until any other stories come to light, or until the accusations are proved true or false. Chris Avalon is one of the people that has been accused of these alleged misconducts, and the gaming community and companies have been rightly distancing themselves from him. You can't begin to understand the pain that some of these people are going through and what they've experienced. And as somebody in society who's never experienced this, it was harrowing to see these stories come to light. So we at WePC are with all of you and hope that all of these accusations, be it little or large, come to light and the correct course is then followed. Well, that's it for this week. As always, links to all of the things we've talked about this week will be in the description below, as well as to our socials and to everything else. But we've also got news. We're going to be giving away a pair of Sennheiser GSP 600s. Now, that is going live today, and we're going to put up a video about it and check our socials on how you can enter and win this amazing headset. So keep your eyes open for that. If you like what you see, I'm not just talking about me, why not consider subscribing to WePC?